Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries. I'm glad you could join me this evening. I'm glad to be here. I'm going to start trying to plow through these so I'm not keeping you forever. Even 10 is kind of long, I'm feeling. But anyway, I previewed this something commercials, having to strip down to my Speedo, something. And so this is going to touch on a slightly sensitive topic potentially and funny parts. The slightly sensitive part I'm going to replace with the word famima, or let's say defamima, something like that for the second word. First word is body. So of course it has to do with body. And if I say D's or M's or M's or N's, that's what I'm talking about, the dis and then the M part. So body dysphemia, let's call it that. Okay. So I was not good at going to any sort of modeling type audition at all. Some of my best friends are models. No, I'm kidding. It's just not, it was never me. I never did catalog work. It was thrown right into commercials. So there's a part of me that was, not that there's anything wrong with modeling work. It's just, it wasn't me. So I was very sensitive about being sent out on stuff that was in that direction. And my commercial agents knew it. Now, mini background here is that I have had sort of a body dysphemia for many, many years. It was triggered by something that someone did. I was trying to work out and they pinched on my arms. It was someone very close to me and started making remarks about how slender I was. Well, from that point forward, which was very young, I had this form of body dysphemia. So already like bad place to start. You can ask my old girlfriend. I didn't go out in t-shirts or tank tops, fully covered, not leather jackets, but arms covered, because that's where that started kind of. So there was this understanding. I had been with this commercial agent forever, okay? Because all my money was commercials, really. The lion's share of my money up until, 10 was all commercials. And then 9, 10, I started getting into theatrical more, like, Emergency and guest appearances and things like that. But commercials were what I guess they would call my mainstay. That's why I find it amusing that I'm not good enough for the studios, but I was good enough for, let's see, the National Cheese Advisory Board, Coca-Cola, M&M's, anyway, wholesome enough for them after, like teenage years. Anyway, so my agents knowing me so well, and being very tight. Now I need to make one quick point about commercial casting directors and commercial agents. They are the best in the business. They are the most professional. They are the least likely to insult you or to panic you or to try to change you. If you didn't get the job, you were just not what they were looking for. End of story, next job, next audition. You don't get that, you weren't what they were looking for. Regular agents, as I'm sure some of you know, will drill you after every audition as if your membership in their agency, Christ, depends on it, okay? I can let me do a whole show on that. Feedback from agents, because you're gonna love that one. Let's get back into this real quick. So there was this understanding I was not comfortable with that. So I get the call for the commercial audition and it says, what does it say? It's gonna be swimwear, okay? But the way it was said was vague enough, and I'm assuming that they may have gotten it kind of off, like from the casting office kind of off, like what was expected. Huh. My bad, or bad for me, because they were always clear about this. I was just not comfortable doing any kind of swimwear, any kind of shorts, or any kind of body stuff. I had gone to one audition and been asked to take off my shirt, because again, it was some sort of swimwear, whatever, and I did. I wasn't gonna make a thing because I loved my commercial agents more than anything. So I did it, but then there was this understanding. Well, again, there was, I guess, cross wires on this one. So Because my commercial agents, so Sonia Warren Brandon, I had known forever. I trusted them implicitly. They trusted me. And like I said, it was very cut and dry. You didn't get it, on to the next audition. You weren't what they were looking for. That's why commercial casting directors and commercial agents are stellar. Mwah!